Coming to you live from the Putasos Podcast.
Oh no! Just slapped him like that!
Alright guys, welcome back to Putasos Podcast, episode number 25. You already know who it is, Baby Joe.
That's Loco Hot Coco.
And today we're going over UFC 299 in Miami, Florida. Absolutely stacked card, tons of key fights.
Before we get into this, I want to give a little hype to our outfits right now. My boy Joe's wearing the Fresh Fit. I'm wearing the Sugar Sean Miami drip. Looking fresh, feeling fresh.
Looking good. Alright, so this card, top to bottom, absolutely stacked. On this card, I don't think that there's anybody that I don't know. From the main event all the way down to the first fight in the prelims. I think I know everybody on this
I even
card.
know people on the early prelims.
No, for sure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The whole fight card's good, so I'm excited for this one. We're actually going to be doing a watch party here at the house for this one. So I have a couple buddies over, we're going to record it, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good reactions that we're going to get out of that. Opening up the prelims, Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips. Pedro Munoz been at the top of the bantamweight division for a while. He's kind of yet to crack into that title shot.
Yeah.
He's been a handful of times, like one fight away from the title.
And then he loses.
Yeah, he loses. It's always good fights though.
Yeah.
Every fight that he gets into is exciting. Kyler Phillips, he's an up and coming guy. He's kind of on and off. More on than off.
Yeah.
But he is yet to face anyone that's
It's about 11-2.
Yeah, 11-2. And Kyler Phillips hasn't really, he's lost in the UFC before, but he hasn't lost in like 2 years. Keep in mind he hasn't been too active. But this is going to be his first real big fight going into the top of the division. So if he can get this one done, it does a lot for him. For Pedro, a win doesn't really do too much.
Yeah.
For him, it's more of just keeping his spot in the top to maybe earn a shot back into the
About
elites.
one of those bigger fights, yeah.
This is a good fight. Pedro Munoz is a really heavy-handed striker. He knocked out Garbrandt. He's got a ton of knockouts on his plate. He does really good. Kyler Phillips, he's really good at mixing it up. He's good on the floor. It's kind of mainly his thing.
Yeah.
And he's got the long hair, don't care. So, you know, long hair guys, grapplers, not a good mix. But
True.
I'm excited for this fight. I think Pedro Munoz is going to get it done solely based off experience and not being... He's not really putting himself in bad spots too often, so I don't think he's going to get... I don't think Kyler's going to knock him out. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him in a bad spot. It's a 3-round fight. I think Pedro Munoz is just going to EXP this fight out.
I got Pedro Munoz.
Yeah?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah. It's a good fight to start off the prelims, too.
Yeah, and it's cool, you know, I wouldn't be mad if Kyler Phillips won. Kind of puts new blood into the division right now. Especially since there's not like, I mean, outside of like Marab, there's not like a ton going on.
Yeah.
You know, in the bantamweight division. So it'd be cool to get new faces in there. Going into the second fight. So this is going to be
This is a banger.
This is a
The
banger.
second fight on the prelim.
Yeah, so this is Gamrot versus RDA. Gamrot, I'm kind of want to do a little briefing on Gamrot because I feel like he got did absolutely fucking dirty by Dana White. But Gamrot beat Rafael Fiziev. That was his last win. And then when Islam was going to fight Charles, Gamrot cut weight and made weight to be the backup fighter for that fight.
Oh, shit.
And when Charles pulled out, they called Volk.
They called Volk.
They called Volk. And Gamrot was pissed.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. Gamrot flew out to...
I think I remember seeing it actually now.
Yeah, he flew out and like tried to confront Dana White. Obviously, there's only so much you could do.
Yeah.
You know, but he got did dirty on that fight.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if they said, hey, you're the backup, be ready. But it's another thing when he went through the whole weight cut.
Yeah.
All the way down to 155. And people who cut weight, that shit's not easy.
Yeah.
Cutting off 30 pounds in your body, you know? And just not even knowing if you're going to fight or get a purse.
And then they gave him RDA.
Yeah.
RDA is good.
No, and RDA is a good fight, but RDA's been hopping up and down between welterweight and lightweight for the past couple years.
Yeah.
He did really good at welterweight, and he did really good at lightweight. Champ at lightweight, and he fought for the interim belt at welterweight and lost to Colby. So he's been in the top of both divisions. So it's not like any diss towards RDA. It's just RDA is not a top 5 fighter, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like Gamrot got did dirty on this one, you know. But regardless, this is a really good fight. But Gamrot, he's a really good wrestler. He's known for his wrestling. RDA mixes it up very well. RDA has also been in there with the best of the best, like I said. He's been a lightweight champ. He's fought Colby. He went to a decision with Leon. RDA has displayed multiple times that he can mix it up. He beat Nate Diaz up in the ground. He pieced Robbie Lawler up on the feet. He's fought guys like Vicente Luque. He's really fought everyone.
Yeah.
So RDA has a ton of experience. The only connecting point that I could, and again, MMA math doesn't work, but
True.
Rafael Fiziev knocked out RDA and got Gamrot knocked him out.
Yeah. I think I got Gamrot on this one.
I got
He
RDA.
beat. Do you?
I got RDA.
Well, because that fight with fucking. Why am I blanking?
Fiziev?
No. The fight with fucking.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No. The fight with Benel Dariush was close, and he took a fucking. Bro, when he didn't get knocked out by that, I think it was an overhand left. It might have been an overhand right, and it's just one of the loudest hits you heard.
It was a left.
And
it was a left.
And after that, it could have been before, it might have been after, he beat Arman by decision. Because Arman's like coming up for a title fight.
Oh, Islam's gonna beat the fuck out of Arman. I know it was close the first time, but shit changes.
He could have improved though. You never know.
No, yeah, I know. But yeah, this is a really good fight.
This is a good one, bro.
And they placed this fight really good on the card. They put it very early prelim, like
bro. This could be like a co-main event,
bro. This could be a fight night main event.
Easily,
long, bro.
Easily.
Yeah. So although RDA is not in the rankings right now at lightweight and has been fighting at welterweight, I do think the winner of this fight, lightweight's just stacked right now in general.
Yeah, lightweight's stacked.
But I think this will put one of these guys in a good spot to get a number one contender fight. Now, obviously, it depends how the Max Gaethje fight plays out. It depends what the UFC is going to do with Charles and Arman, the winner of that. Like, it just depends on how this stuff plays out. But I think that this fight could put either of these guys in a really good spot to get a number one contender fight. So I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm super excited for this one. The next fight, Caitlin Kuchenhagen, I hope I pronounced her name right, versus Macy Barber. Ooh. Really good fight. Caitlin's fought for the title before. It was a shallow division, so I don't really put too much weight on that because she got it when the division was still pretty shallow.
Yeah.
And then Macy Barber, I love watching her fight, bro.
I love Macy Barber.
I actually bet on her to win by knockout on her last fight, and she did.
You did, huh? Like second round or some shit? Yeah.
I picked the round too.
Dude, I remember that.
Yeah. I love watching Macy Barber fight because she fights. And she's good at not getting taken down and keeping the fight standing and just landing bombs, bro. And any girl, I mean, this is no disrespect to the females out there, but let's just call it what it is, bro. Females don't hit like dudes do. And when you're watching female fights outside of like your Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes, there's not really like one punch knockout power. She has one punch knockout power. So she's super fun to watch. And she's young, bro.
She's young.
She's so young.
She's younger than us, I think.
She is younger than us. She's like 24, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, she's. I know she's in her early 20s, but she's like super exciting to watch. Again, heavy-handed.
Kicked up.
I got Macy Barber.
I'll go with Macy Barber.
I got Macy Barber, and I got it by knockout.
By knockout.
Caitlin's a tall white girl. Caitlin is a striker too.
She is.
She is a striker. But when you have two strikers, and then Caitlin doesn't really have like the threat, the takedown. She's going to be forced to fight in her best area, which is striking. Yeah. And if you get put in the fire, you might get burned.
You might get burned.
You know?
I got Macy Barber. Third round. TKO.
I'm going to pick second again.
Second?
All right. So, this fight, main event of the prelims, you got Jalton Almeida versus Curtis Blades. If you've been following along, we called this shit. We called this shit, bro. Almeida absolutely bullied Derek Lewis. Who else did he bully? And Rosenstrike.
Rosenstrike, too.
Bullied both of them.
Someone else, too.
He was been bullied.
Been on a 3-fight, 4-fight
bully streak. I'm saying, like, top division, he bullied those two guys. And when we watched that fight, we're like, this guy needs to fight someone like Curtis Blades. He fights Curtis Blades, a grappler who's big, strong, has good striking. Yeah. This is a recipe for a badass fight.
This is going to be a good fight.
When you look at it on paper, Curtis Blades should win this fight. But if Jalton Almeida gets through this fight and he makes it look easy, title shot. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up because of how the division is right now. Yeah. Because you got John and Stipe kind of holding it up.
I feel like they would go.
I think
they'd put him versus Sergey, maybe. I don't know.
I think Tom Aspinall's down to defend his belt.
Yeah. Versus Almeida?
And how much, that would put so much validity to Tom Aspinall if he defended his interim belt.
Versus Almeida?
Because I just have a feeling, win, lose, or draw after that fight.
Both of them retire.
They're both gone, bro. I have a feeling
I
Tom
hope not.
Aspinall's going to get promoted to undisputed. But anyway,
I hope not. But,
besides all that, this is a really good fight. It's a grappler versus grappler. They both have decent striking, but Almeida's jiu-jitsu heavy. Curtis Blades is wrestling heavy. We're about to find out. I'm going to pick the young blood. I got Jolton Almeida.
I got Almeida as well.
I just think the way easy he made it look.
Did the last couple fights, yeah.
Especially versus a guy like Derek Lewis. Like,
Uh-huh.
no, but when you watch Almeida's fight versus Lewis, he bullied Derek Lewis. He chose not to finish that fight. So.
And it looked like he had like 20, 30 less pounds in him.
He did, bro. He shredded. And if you saw, bro, he just kept transitioning, side guard, full mount, side, half guard. Like he was just transitioning.
Yeah.
It was a game to him. It was a really easy fight.
And it wasn't one of those moments where Derek Lewis just decides he wants to stand up. He just couldn't.
He could not.
He couldn't.
Yeah. It's like a wet blanket on top of you, bro. Just not
A wet blanket.
Wet blanket, not getting up, bro. And then he just bullied Rosenstrike, submitted him in the first round. So.
Yeah, he's been on a tear.
Yeah, and I think and if he makes this look easy again, bro.
It's got to be one more fight and then a title.
I think it's just got to be a title. Or an interim title.
Or an interim title, yeah. That would make more sense.
I'm excited for that fight. I got Almeida. I don't know if it's going to be a decision. It's so hard to tell with 3-round fights.
Mm-hmm.
But every time you see these fucking grapplers go at it, someone gets knocked the fuck out. So, especially at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Just the heavyweight specific.
Yeah.
My final call is Jolton Almeida by second round knockout.
Second round knockout? Oh, wow.
It's going to be a TKO, bro.
I got second round submission.
I think he gets him down and just pounds him out, bro.
Makes sense.
TKO. Moving on to the main card.
Ooh, stacked main card.
Peter Yan versus Song Yadong opening up the fight card. Peter Yan, former champion. He's fought Corey Sandhagen. He's fought Aljamain Sterling.
Sean O'Malley.
He fought Sean O'Malley.
That was a banger.
And then Song Yadong, he was on a tear on the way up. Then he met Corey Sandhagen. And Corey Sandhagen, he beat the shit out of him, bro.
He did, yeah.
He did. He whooped his ass. When I see this fight, when I look at this, the one factor in this one for me is which Peter Yan's going to show up. Because although he's been on a skid, all of these fights are close, bro.
Very close.
They're all close.
Yeah.
Except Merab. Merab felt good.
Oh, yeah, Marlon.
Merab kind of whooped his ass. But outside of that, all the fights have been close, and he's good, bro. And Song Yadong's not like a heavy grappler, so it's going to most likely take place on the feet.
Peter Yan's got good boxing.
Peter Yan is phenomenal boxing. So I think if Peter Yan doesn't come in with any injuries, he comes in with a good camp, he comes in himself, Peter Yan all day.
Oh, yeah. I got
all
Peter
day.
Yan, yeah.
And I think he can get a finish too.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I think he can.
I'm not going to call that. I'm going to call decision Peter Yan. But if the right Peter Yan shows up...
I got third round, TKO.
Really?
Knockout, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I grab a water real quick? Yeah.
I love watching you drink water. You just fucking decimate it, bro. Every time you drink water, it's like you haven't drinking water in 4 years, bro.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't finish it just so.
I know we're aliens and don't get sick. But if you ever get sick or you feel like you're getting sick, medicine ball from Starbucks, bro.
You know what you should do
It
with
does
that?
wonders.
So my abuelita told me that when you're sick, a good cure is tequila. So if you mix a medicine ball and tequila, that might just be the recipe for curing your sickness. You should give it a shot sometime.
Side story. So my dad, he's very old school, right? Like, science and like common sense doesn't work in his head. Right? Sorry, Dad. My dad wholeheartedly, like truly, bro, to the pit of his heart believes when he gets sick or starts to feel sick, kill a bottle of tequila.
Just a whole bottle?
The whole bottle. Whole bottle, bro. And the tequila will kill the germs. That's my dad's fucking mental, bro.
Have you tried it?
I just been constantly drunk, so I just don't get sick.
Just drunk all the time.
No, my dad really believes that. He's like, every time I get sick, I kill a bottle of tequila because the tequila kills the germs. And I'm like, Dad.
I think we'd have to ask the experts about that.
We should, huh?
I don't know.
Who's an expert?
I don't know. It was a Brendan Schaub line.
Oh.
With Sean Strickland, like, everybody needs an enraged alcoholic beating. So I think we should ask the experts.
Oh, yeah.
Brendan Schaub just flipped his truck, too. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine flipping your car.
It wasn't a neck brace. I don't know if it was a prop or not.
Oh.
But,
I can't imagine flipping my car.
yeah. I must be an absolute idiot to do that.
Sorry. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Next fight up, Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. This one's interesting. Gilbert Burns is coming off a loss to Hamzat.
Has he fought since then?
He did.
He did. Get this coffee.
Alright, so Gilbert Burns is coming off a loss to Bilal Muhammad. Before that, he was on a 2-fight win streak. But nonetheless, the Bilal Muhammad fight, if you've been watching his recent interviews, he's been pretty vocal about he was injured going into that fight.
Bilal was, or?
Gilbert was.
And it was a month after.
And it was,
less than a month. It was less than a month before he fought, when he
because it was on short notice.
Yeah.
It was on short notice. But Bilal, I'm not going to lie, Bilal pieced him up.
Yeah.
He kind of beat him up.
Bilal looks pretty good.
He looked good in that fight.
Yeah,
that was the first time I watched Bilal, and I was like, okay. That was,
me too.
That was good.
Yeah.
You know, so he's coming off a tough loss, but nonetheless to a number one contender. Jack Della Maddalena. He's coming off a win of Kevin Holland. Heartbreak.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was sad.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still a good fight.
Yeah.
Jack's really good on the feet. He's an Aussie. He trains with Volk. He trains with those guys over there, you know, so he's got a really good camp behind him. But so does Gilbert Burns, and Gilbert Burns has a ton of experience at the top of the division. When I kind of break this one down, I do think Jack's better on the feet. I don't think he's like leagues and levels above Gilbert on the feet.
Yeah.
But I do think Gilbert is leagues above Jack on the ground.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, we don't really see Gilbert Burns fights go to the ground too much.
He likes to throw.
It's like fucking Yoel Romero, bro. Yoel was just an Olympic silver medalist, never wrestled. You know, but it just depends, bro. I mean, it depends on who shows up that day, and it depends on where the fight takes place. I have a gut feeling that Jack Della Maddalena is going to fucking put his lights out.
Really?
I have a gut feeling, bro.
Damn.
I have nothing to validate that. I have nothing on paper to validate that.
It's just a feeling.
I just have a feeling that he's going to go in there, guns blazing, on a roll, on a hot streak, coming off a good win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you got Jack Della Maddalena?
Yeah, I got Jack.
Oh, man. I think I got Gilbert Burns, bro. Like, he hasn't looked that bad besides when he fought Bilal, but he was on short notice and an injury. When he fought Hamzat, that fight could have went either way.
Yeah, the only fight I saw Gilbert fight, and I was like, oh, he lost outside of Dan Hooker when he was
when he got beat up by Usman?
That's when he got beat up
by
Usman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And he caught Usman in that. I mean, he was getting beat up the whole time, but he did catch Usman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Gilbert Burns, so I'll say decision.
Yeah.
I never pick decisions.
You don't?
I think that's the first time I've ever picked a decision.
Alright, next fight.
I love this next one.
This is probably my personal favorite on the card. It's hard not to obviously want to watch Sean and Chito.
I don't know.
This fight, I love this fight. Freaking Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard did a phenomenal job of putting this one together. Kevin Holland versus the UFC debut of MVP. They fight so damn similar, bro. They're both long, they're both tall, they're both strikers. This one's gonna break my heart, bro. I got MVP by just the dirtiest knockout you've ever seen in your life.
Really? You think Kevin Holland gets knocked out again?
I do. MVP, when you watch him fight, he's super unorthodox. He lands, and when he lands, he hurts people, bro. Like, there was twice in Bellator. One was versus the male cyborg. He caught him in with a flying knee. Literally left a baseball-sized dent in his skull.
Yeah.
His skull was dented in, bro. And then there was the other one where he landed a leg kick and just shattered this fool's leg, bro.
Damn.
Like, he hits hard. He's precise. He's a good striker. He's been at the top of Bellator. You know, and his first loss was to Douglas Lima for the welterweight strap in Bellator, and he got knocked the fuck out. It
just
bad,
says
bro.
12-0 on
So
the...
this is how it happened. Douglas Lima leg kicked him. He dropped, and on the way up, boom, caught him with the uppercut. Out, bro.
Oh, damn.
Out.
See, I thought he was 12-0 because I was just going based
No,
off.
but look at this, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
a bunch of wins, and then
Yeah.
the only other loss he has was a split decision loss. You know,
2 years ago.
Yeah, and he got the win back over Douglas Lima, and I'm pretty sure that was for the strap. So, but yeah, I do think MVP is just better.
Yeah.
That's really just what it comes down to for me. I think he's just better. So I'm excited to see that fight.
I'm excited for that one a lot. I haven't seen MVP live.
Who do you got in that fight?
I think I'm gonna have to agree and go with MVP.
Yeah.
I just want to see a good fight, though. Honestly.
For the record, I love Kevin Holland.
Yeah,
he's
we love
probably one of my top favorite fighters in the UFC active. I hope Kevin Holland wins. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Either way, it's gonna be a good fight for sure.
Yep. This next fight, Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Put some fucking
God of War, right?
Put some respect on Dustin Poirier's name, bro. Everyone's disrespecting Dustin Poirier.
I know they low-key are.
Disrespecting this man. Don't get me wrong.
God of War is
God
what?
of War. He's
11.
Good. He's good.
Ranked
Huh?
11. It's like ranked 11 or. I think
I
he's
don't
ranked
know,
11.
but it's like Dustin Poirier out. If you're not in the top 10, you're getting finished by Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
He's finishing most people in the top 10.
Oh yeah.
If you're not in the top 10, you're getting finished by Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
You know, and I think St. Denis, this is a big jump up for him, like a really big
This is
jump.
like you don't see jumps like this often.
You don't see, yeah.
It's Dustin Poirier.
Well, I think when you look at the UFC's point of view, you just have the same guys at lightweight sitting there for a long time.
Yeah.
And they keep fighting each other.
Yeah.
But now that they've all fought, it's like, all right,
Let's
we
get
need
some new shit going
You got to
on.
defend your spot now. So this is Dustin Poirier defending his spot in the rankings. God of War, he's decent everywhere.
Yeah.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
He's just not
He's
Dustin
good.
Poirier.
He's just
I
not.
got Dustin Poirier by knockout.
You got Dustin Poirier by knockout?
I
I
got
could
Dustin
go with you on that one.
Correct me if I'm
Is
wrong.
it a 5-rounder?
I was gonna say correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure
I
this is
think
5
it'll
round.
be a 5-rounder.
I want to say, starting this year, every co-main event is a
Yeah.
5-rounder.
Yeah, because there was just a co-main that was a 5-rounder.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I got Poirier by finish.
I'm all for that for the 5-round co-mains. That's badass. Yeah, I got Dustin Poirier by finish. Maybe 3rd round.
The only thing about Poirier is like he's fresh off a knockout,
That's true.
but every time he's lost by knockout, he's came back
Uh-huh.
with a streak. He got knocked out by Conor, went on a tear.
Streak.
Got knocked out by his name's Michael too, right?
It's what, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson, yeah. He got knocked out by Michael Johnson and then went on an absolute tear all the way up to the interim title. So I don't think that knockout's gonna be a factor.
Yeah.
I hope not. But then again, when you're getting up there in age, like you just don't know. So we'll see. But if that's not the factor, I got Dustin Poirier by knockout. All right, main event of the evening: Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Sean O'Malley, decorated striker. Chito Vera, absolute fucking dog, bro.
He is.
Good everywhere. You gotta reference the first fight.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta reference the first fight. In the first fight, Marlon Chito Vera stopped Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley had like an ankle injury or something.
He kicked a nerve and
He got kicked.
he
Yeah.
got kicked in the nerve. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like he came in the fight with an injury, but he got hurt during the fight by Chito,
And then got
which ended up putting him out.
Yeah.
The bigger takeaway from that fight is before that injury, how was the fight going? Sean O'Malley was piecing this fool up.
Yeah.
He was hitting him everywhere. He was landing almost everything. I think as long as Sean O'Malley plays it right and there's no injury like that happens, like I don't see why Sean O'Malley doesn't cook Chito Vera.
Yeah. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I hope happens.
I just saw a post today about Umar Nurmagomedov, the 135 pounder.
Yeah. He fights.
He fights this weekend.
Yeah.
He just fought.
He just fought.
No, but he's about to fight on Saturday. But anyway, he said he's like, we all know what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Sean O'Malley was smashing him the first fight.
Yeah. Until
that whole ankle thing happened, he's like, Sean O'Malley's gonna smash Chito.
Imagine he kicks him and gets him in the nerve again,
bro.
That would be so bad.
That would be epic.
That would be epic. He's probably going for that. Going for that shot.
I'll say this: Chito Vera, he's one of those guys unique in the UFC who's never been knocked out, never been dropped. Mm-hmm. He's like Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Never been knocked out, never been dropped.
He did get pieced up by Corey Sandhagen. Bad.
He got taken down a lot too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Sean O'Malley's gonna put his lights out.
I hope so. I think he will too, because he's coming back for that loss, even though he doesn't claim it as a loss. That's why he called out Chito. Like, he literally picked Chito.
Chito Vera is lucky that Sean O'Malley's in this spot.
Otherwise,
if Sean O'Malley wasn't the champ, Chito Vera would not be getting a title.
Oh yeah, it should have been Marab. It could have been Marab. It could have been Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah. So, I got Sean O'Malley. I think he's gonna find the chin.
I hope he knocks him out.
I think he's gonna find it early too, bro. I think it's gonna be like a second or third round knockout.
Round? I would love to see a first round knockout.
I would love to see that as well.
I feel like his post fight speech is gonna be better than his last one.
Epic.
Too. It's gonna be epic.
Epic, bro. What's his record right now? 17-1. He's gonna be like 19-0.
He literally is gonna say that.
19-0.
And then after that, I mean, he has to fight Marab. He just retires. Dude, yeah, that's it.
Here's the unfortunate part. Marab beats the fuck out of both these guys.
Yeah, Marab's.
Unless
after
Sean O'Malley can find the chin. That's just the it.
That would be epic, bro. Sean O'Malley just finds Marab's chin first round.
Fuck.
Second round. I don't know. Marab's looking good though after that Cejudo fight.
Yeah, but if you're getting dropped by Cejudo, you're probably getting dropped by Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing about striking. It just takes one. Mm-hmm. With grappling though, like there's no luck factor. Yeah. So like if you take someone down, they're not gonna get out by luck.
Yeah.
They need to be good enough to get out. Uh-huh. Striking's a little bit different. It's a lot harder to impose, especially with the takedown factor there. But if you find the chin, you just need one.
And Sean O'Malley is top of the line of finding the chin.
He finds the chin, bro. That guy's a sniper. So, I got Sean O'Malley.
I got Sean O'Malley as well.
And let's just call it what it is. It's kind of like Conor. Like, it's just fun when he wins.
It is fun.
When he wins, it's fun.
He's a star.
He's a star.
He's a superstar.
I think which is going to bring us to our next thing. You guys already know what it is. Top five. This top 5 segment, we're going to do the top 5 biggest superstars ever in the UFC. All right, so for the top 5 superstars, there are some honorable mentions. I feel like I gotta name drop them. I feel like it's disrespectful if we don't.
Yeah, seriously.
3 honorable mentions in no particular order. John Jones. Anytime he fights, you gotta tune in. That's a must-see fight every time you see it.
He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, you know. Everyone's gonna tune in to see him when he fights regardless. GSP. GSP was a big eyeball. He attracted a lot of eyeballs when he was active. And then when he came back for that middleweight title shot, must-see TV. Yeah. So GSP.
And then
this one, for a lot of people, would probably be on their top 5 list.
Yeah.
Izzy. Izzy's an absolute superstar. When he came up on the scene, he was talking to smack. He was doing his thing. He brought something unique to it.
Winning.
The way he was just winning and putting people away.
Sucks not being able to put him on the top 5.
It's so close.
It's
arguable.
hard.
It's arguable.
Yeah, it's arguable for sure.
Izzy, GSP, and John Jones are 3 honorable mentions. Coming in at number 5, Sean O'Malley. Headlining the card this coming up weekend. He's a star. If he keeps winning, he could be way higher on this
that's why we have to include him.
And it could be soon.
Yeah.
However, if he loses, it could go the opposite way.
Yeah, then we throw in Izzy and...
Yeah, so Sean O'Malley's a superstar. If he goes out there and he puts away Chito, he's huge. He's already big as it is. Yeah, this fight's pulling numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, here's a better question, bro. When's the last time a bantamweight fight has headlined a pay-per-view card? It might have been
It's like Garbrandt versus Cruz.
TJ.
Or TJ.
And that wasn't even a headline, I don't think. I want to say they were co-main.
Did Aljo versus TJ? Was that maybe Aljo TJ? No? Was it co-main?
Pretty sure it was a co-main.
Damn.
Sean O'Malley's
the guy
on the map, bro.
Yeah.
So.
Sean O'Malley, number 5.
Coming in at number 4, Nate Diaz, Mr. 209. Superstar. He's always been good, always been entertaining. But when he beat Conor, it just put like a magnifying glass on it.
Yeah.
It just blew up. So now every time he fights, it's must-see TV.
Huge
and
fan
even
base.
when he loses, he's winning.
Yeah, seriously.
If there was no timer, Nate Diaz would be the best fighter of all time.
Seriously.
He never loses, he just runs out of time.
Exactly.
So every time he loses, he does something dope. Like when he lost to Masvidal, it was like a DQ from a cut. You can't count that as a loss.
He almost got Leon at the end, the 5th round.
30 more seconds,
Stunned
Leon
him.
was dead.
And he's the fucking champ.
When he lost to Conor the second time, you could have argued he won the fight.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so many things that went down in his career that just, even when he loses, he's just still so big.
Yeah.
He's one of the only people that could lose and still be equally as big, if not bigger than he was before.
At number 3, the only female on the list, we got Ronda Rousey. She puts up numbers. When she was in her prime, she has some of the top pay-per-views of all time. The only girl in the top 20 list, probably even more than that. She put up numbers.
Yeah, bro. And people need to put some freaking respect on her name too. People always give her shit because she lost the way she did to Holly Holm and then lost the way she did to Amanda Nunes. But outside of those 2 losses, she killed everyone. She put women's MMA on the map.
She put women's MMA on the map.
And she was a draw.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but when Conor was coming up, they had a press conference together.
Yeah.
Where Conor was talking about being the highest paid fighter.
Yeah.
And Ronda Rousey just kind of laughed. And people were like, they asked Ronda Rousey, like, why do you think you get paid so much? She's like, what do you think? She's like, you think I get paid a lot because
I'm a girl?
Because Dana White wants to be nice to the girls? She's like, no, I pull in numbers.
Yeah.
So
I've seen her on a couple interviews arguing that.
She's a superstar.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so coming in at number 2, Brock Lesnar. Again, must-see TV. When he entered into the UFC, this guy's just a unit. He's a specimen of a human. And he was
Might have been roided out.
100% roided out. What the fuck, bro? This one's juiced to the gills, dog. But he was a D1 wrestler, national champ, just an elite wrestler coming in. And the thing what made him blow up so quick, he didn't need that many fights to get the belt.
Yeah.
He had a handful of fights and got the belt.
Yeah.
You know, so... And then
some of the top pay-per-view buys of all time, too.
Yeah, and then when he came back for UFC 200, bro, he fought Mark Hunt. Like, it's not like he fought, like, John Jones or DC or, like, he didn't fight anyone massive at that time. He fought Mark Hunt. And he still did
Mark Hunt was a big draw, too.
He was a good draw.
He was a solid draw. He was making bank.
He was making like $800K.
He was making a lot,
yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Brock Lesnar was must-see TV. And I don't know if you guys remember that promo for UFC 200. It was the promo for John Jones versus DC. And they were announcing UFC 200. And then at the very end of the promo, it was Brock Lesnar laughing in the background. And then the camera went to Brock Lesnar and he goes like this. Boom, punched the camera and it went out. But it was just like such an epic promo.
Yeah.
But Brock Lesnar, bro, one of the best
huge
fighters
draw,
ever.
Yeah. We all know who number 1 is. I mean, I didn't, like, everybody knows who number 1 is.
It kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, number
it's
1.
Your boy.
Yeah. It's Putasos Podcast. Yo, boys, number 1 stars in MMA. No, we got Conor McGregor at number 1.
It's an obvious one.
It's a no-brainer. He's got, I believe, 8 of the top 10 highest pay-per-view buys in UFC MMA history, and it's not even close.
Not even close.
I don't really know what to say about it because it's like everybody knows Conor McGregor's the biggest star.
Like, even when he is on a losing streak, he's always one fight away from a title.
I know.
This guy could lose 8 fights in a row, 1 fight away from a
They'll
title.
make a new belt just so he could fight for it.
Yeah. I'm calling it here first right now. September in the Sphere, 165 title, vacant, him versus Chandler.
Okay.
If they want to make it massive and they want to do it the right way, you give Chandler the boot and you go Nate versus Conor for the 165 title, bro.
I think him versus Chandler would be massive.
It's a good fight.
Either way, it'll be massive.
Yeah.
Connor's coming back, so.
Yeah. But Conor's just by far the biggest star. Mm-hmm. And what made him such a big star, and I think what blew him up more than anyone else on this list, one, his accent. His
accent.
It's unique. It's attractive. Not like no homo, but like it draws you in.
Yeah.
But two, which I think is the bigger thing out of everything, he called his shot on the way up.
He called pretty much every shot, and he delivered. He would talk his shit, and he would deliver every single time.
And what makes that such a big deal is when you call your shot and you put it out there, you're putting yourself on blast. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like if you lose, it's embarrassing. Yeah. Big mouth ran his mouth and got his ass whooped.
Exactly.
But he ran his mouth and he was sleeping full all the way up.
Mystic Mac predictions, man.
When he knocked out Aldo, this full stock.
That literally fucking. He's gonna be a billionaire if he's not already.
Yeah. Probably close. Pretty close. Yeah. But that's an easy one. If you don't think Connor's number one, go to the doctor and get yourself checked. It's impossible. Yeah, that's it for the episode, guys. Episode number 25. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on YouTube. YouTube's the big one. Remind you guys, March 5th, we need 100 subscribers so I can feed this fool 100% power body shot. He's kind of built like a newborn deer, so that shot's gonna do some damage. But
I'm like 210 pounds.
He's 6'3", dog. He can be a fucking string cheese and weigh 200 pounds, you know? But anyway.
Fair enough. 6'3", I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm just talking shit, G. My boy's low-key fucking stacked.
It's all good.
But yeah, 100 subscribers.
Body shot in Vegas.
He wants to go to Vegas too, you know? Guy wants to go to Vegas.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're going to Vegas.
Yeah. On the strip too. Have you seen the power slappers? So they go like this and they like launch their hips and they go like this. I'm straight touching the floor and coming up just.
And I'm just stepping out of the way. You're just gonna graze me and be like, "That was it. Thanks for the subscribers."
You're gonna take it down and just beat up on this shit, dude.
There's just a fucking fat crowd watching this.
No, but thank you guys again. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys watching.
Putasos Podcast, episode number 25.